the energy that I just pulled a second ago. So it was basically saying, that reading was basically saying that the people who overdosed my son, okay, my ex and his ex, okay, that couple, they were paid to do that. They were paid to do that. And that's how they got this financial independence. Okay? But then his ex, okay, the woman of this partnership that drugged my child, okay, sorry. She got extra finances for setting up my ex, okay? So she has this, clear that? So she has this extra boost of finances, okay? This isn't the first time she set him up, but anyways, that's aside from the point. From there, she gets close with this undercover, I guess you'd call it, but it's like an undercover investigator. Okay, they're like higher than the RCMP. Okay, that's how I was getting it. That's how they were able to manipulate or defame to the RCMP and have the RCMP work against me. Okay, because this person had a certain level. I think it was like government level, right? But it was like something like a lead investigator or something like that. Okay. She was banging that guy and told him a bunch of lies. He knew they were lies too, though. But heavy manipulation with like sex magic, like Jezebel spells and glamour spells and cloaking spells and all this kind of anything directed towards me. Harvesting my energy basically, and then taking my character on as her own, and then vice versa, right? So if you listen closely to what this person says, they'll tell you exactly what they're doing, okay? But it'll be the version that I am in her distorted story. But yeah, they got paid to do that. It was set up. It was set up to have me look like untrustworthy, to have this new beginning, a false start, okay? Underhanded finances, redirecting finances. It became an obsession. It became an obsession. To move forward in receiving and acting as if it was hers. Okay? And then paying other people who they think are beneath them now that they have this money that isn't even theirs, to move forward in causing this person conflict and drama. Okay, so that they could keep holding on to these finances. Okay, and I'm also getting there's like drama and conflict around like them holding on to money, or like I don't know if this is like gaining interest, if it's an account that's gaining interest, or if it's just like 1, 2, 3 little bits at a time that's accumulated, right? It's grown. And they're conflicted about that. They're pissed off that someone will be receiving something. Or they have to give something. Yeah, stolen fortune. They like manipulated someone's fate, okay? And it was government funded. Behind the scenes trying to get someone arrested, okay? Me. Behind the scenes trying to entrap someone and have them not be able to see it, okay? Have these people not be able to see this illusion around me being entrapped. There's also like somebody who wants to like kidnap someone, okay? But this isn't new, okay? They've wanted to kidnap me for a while. Something about like at night. They want you to be trapped in your mind at night. So at night, there's a bunch of activity to like have someone be trapped in the mind. But this is backfiring. You'll see that these people are really panicked at night. Yeah, backfire. Someone also did like a ritual on like the moon phase, okay, on a full moon to have someone bound. Yeah, they wish death upon someone. They manipulated so much, okay, lied so much. This is like a very calculated person, okay? They like manipulate other people to murder. Like, see that sword in her hand? Those are the same swords that she wanted in someone's back, just by lying to people and saying things that would make these people, these types of people, she'd know the type to tell, want to commit this. It's not the first time. And it's not going to be the last if they don't get put away, right? But these fucking cops or whoever, right? People of the justice system, I don't know what it is. Just no empathy, no ethic, no moral value, no, I don't fucking know, but very cynical types. They're also gonna lie about this. You discovered the truth, okay? Clarity. The smoke is cleared. The truth's also been discovered what like somebody's been putting in somebody's cups, or like what's been administered. These people, like, they don't really know what to do either, because they know that their lies are coming out and it's the absolute truth. The truth that this person isn't delusional. This person isn't anything that you said they were, okay? And it's actually quite true, the opposite. Lies discovered. truth. This truth just cuts through all these lies. It makes sense now. And these truths weren't given by anybody. These options, all these options, they didn't tell the truth. Okay, this truth came from the divine, the hand of the divine, okay? It's like the God's heaven's truth, okay? Nobody told me that. These lovers, immature actions, hasty actions. This is also like a child, lovers, a child. Someone doesn't want the truth to be discovered about pedophilia or something that they do with children. But it's the truth. Look at this. This and then this. It's the truth that these lovers made this child like this, delusional, okay? And they lied about it. They lied about it. They lied about betraying. Okay, 10 of Swords. They weren't supposed to kill my son. They were supposed to just get him, you know, get it so that I get my kids taken, so that I would be alone, or so that I would want to 10 of Swords myself. But they wanted me to look like a liar, as if I had done that, okay? And they treated me like I did that, okay, for a long fucking time. When I was in the hospital with my kid, okay, those nurses, they wouldn't let me give Adrian his bottle, okay, and he wasn't taking theirs. And I was like, if he was taking yours, I wouldn't be wanting to give him his bottle. But look at his fucking lips. They're all cracked and like, it was so bad. And the doctor said, like, get an IV in him right away. And then the doctor had to leave because it was at nighttime. And then they didn't get an IV in him at all. So Adrian didn't go without water for like 12 hours. I thought he was going to die of just being dehydrated. And then I started like screaming at them. Well, I wasn't screaming, but like very sternly, like starting to get heated and yelling. I was like, how the fuck did you guys all go to school for this and you don't know that my son needs hydration right now? Look at him. I was like, he needs water. And then they didn't want to give him my bottles because they thought that I tampered with the bottles, and it was just so fucked. It was just so fucked. And then anyways, finally in the morning, someone got him the bottles, the same bottles from the store that opened. But I told them, I was like, if you're not going to do anything, get the fuck out of here and leave us alone. So then they left us alone. And I like held him and I prayed so hard. I just remember asking, like, please, like, just let him live his life, you know? Like, I recognize that I pick shitty people who don't deserve me or my children, right? Like, that was my choice to be with that person. And they betrayed me. All, like, covertly, weirdly, behind the scenes and shit. It was just not good, right? Like, I didn't really know the person, obviously. But I remember praying and just asking, like, begging, and then also asking that the hydration in my body be transferred to my son's. And he made it through. And then when I went to trial, it was like I was there for probably like 2 hours. They had absolutely nothing because they knew that I didn't do it. Okay. And before that, like 2 weeks before that, I had a different lawyer 2 weeks before that because he didn't do fuck all for me. My parents had hired him and he didn't talk to me the entire time until like 2 weeks before trial. And then he was like, me and the judge, we like to golf together and something. We've come to decide that the best option here is to get you a plea deal. We have a plea deal for you. And then I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I haven't been able to get hold of you this entire time and you come to me with this bullshit. And I like gave him a very detailed statement that I wrote the day after everything happened. Very detailed, everything that I thought that they should know, all facts, not one opinion, and nothing. And then it was also suspicious that he went to court for me too, but I was too panicked from like being lured into something else and running for my life that time, which I also called 911 for, and they didn't show up. So then I ended up just giving that same statement to the investigators. I mailed it to them. And then I told that lawyer what I did because I knew that he would drop me and then my parents wouldn't be on my ass about me firing someone, right, that they paid for. I would be dropped, right? So then he dropped me. I had a like little phone court date with him saying that I'm okay. I accept that he drops me as a client. Yes. Hell yeah. Wasn't my choice. I didn't pick him anyways. Right? He was very like, I don't know, he's very weird. Like you could tell he was very dark. Like when I was around him, it's as if like the room would get darker. It was his aura, okay? His aura was like this. It's not the first time he did that. They wanted to block people from knowing the truth so that no sudden changes would happen for them. Okay? They did this sudden change to this person in particular, my son, because he couldn't talk. Yeah, he couldn't communicate. These people are watching and they're paranoid. They're paranoid that you're not stuck in your head. They're watching me. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking to my subscribers. I probably will post this, but I'm no longer stuck in my head, paranoid about them watching anymore, okay? And now they are, because they're being watched, okay? They're being watched, watching me, seeing me not stuck in my head. Queen of Cups, someone is very upset, like emotionally distraught, because they're no longer a third party, or they're no longer celebrating. Also, this group of like witches is like talking shit about this Queen of Cups in reverse. Like it's just a bunch of drama, but these people partied together. This person feels emotionally drained and like they're no longer a third party to something. Okay, so somebody's upset because you're no longer like celebrating with like these third parties that they would send into your life to party with you or drink with you or just gather with you, okay? these people gathered behind the scenes with these third parties. They would like coach them, coerce them on what to say, and then these third parties would get manipulated to be sent into my life. Okay, and this is how they bound me to something. That's how they manipulated me to look like a toxic person, but I'm just not. Okay, and then I would always find a way to take what they gave me and manipulate a way out of it. It's like self-mastery. I'm not bound to that. And even if I do entertain anything like that, I'm still not bound to it. I'm able to get out of it. Watch. People have watched. They've seen it before, and they'll see it again. They understand that this person emotionally manipulated them into gathering and doing some sort of ritual, okay? Doing some sort of magic with the magician and the devil in reverse. But I am not bound to that. Okay, I transmuted that energy. I manipulated it in a way where it now just works for me. I get like a boost. I get a boost. And it's actually going to boost me out of this toxic behavior. Okay? I felt it. I transmuted it. I gave it to God. But now karma's playing out where whatever they tried to send to me here is manifesting in their life. As I get out of something that was toxic of mine. It was nothing of theirs. I don't really know what this is yet. There's communication, or this is like delivery, or like an email, or like this could be communication of mail. Somebody received something, some sort of fast communication. The reason that these people knew things, I still don't know what that is quite yet. Okay, so somebody's saying that someone's downloaded messages, okay? What they're putting out as downloaded messages are a lie, okay? It's like a false prophet. But if it was a false prophet, this would be in the reverse. This person's very intuitive. Very intuitive. And they made the connections about this child page, okay? And what they were given through their downloads, through their messages, through their intuition. Okay, this person is innocent. Someone also has a certain admiration for the way I was able to figure it out. Thanks. They could know that someone's receiving a message and they want to be able to like manipulate that somehow or have it so that somebody doesn't believe it, so that it doesn't manifest, but that's just not going to stop it. Like, I don't know, these people are like, they're desperate, real desperate. They're calling you a liar or calling me a liar. Yeah, they want to rid you from ever being able to move on to peaceful times, move on from this conflict. Okay? This person also said that somebody was untrustworthy there and they got moved. Like they got some sort of protection. You see how they're like hiding? Somebody's also like moving, like actually physically moving. Like, this person is so untrustworthy. So like mischievous and like devious. I don't even know if that's a word, but I heard it. And really didn't want you to be able to move on to peaceful times as they're creating this conflict, as they're creating these lies, as they're stealing. Okay, they even want to steal you being able to move on to peaceful times and being protected. So what they did was they called you, you know, their character, what they were doing, right? This new obsession that they have of siphoning your energy. Anyway, so they even stole this type of protection. They said that you were sneaky and they got this type of protection. So they snuck you and then took your whatever, I'm kind of getting like witness protection. But they're getting witness protection because they not only plotted against me and my son, but they plotted against my ex too. They don't want a cycle to be closed. They want to be this privileged lady, this Queen of Pentacles. I'm here to boss, bitch. These past people, okay, they didn't tell you this. They didn't tell you this. They didn't tell you that they were voyeuring. They didn't tell you that they made money off of it. Sex trafficking, okay, human trafficking. That's what that is. They like sold you. Now they're heartbroken because they have no defense. There's no negotiating. Okay, because their greed trumped everything. And they proved that with their actions over the years. They wanted you to be defenseless and in pain and sorrow. Pain and suffering. They didn't have any negotiations, right? If these people were to come back and like say that they would give you something, say fuck no, okay? I will not sign any NDAs and I will not receive any sort of bribery or finances or any sort of hush money, okay? I'm not a fucking sellout. I will be heard. And I will have justice for me and my little family because that's what we deserve. Okay? I'm not perfect, but I'm nothing like this. Somebody can't rest. Somebody has like some sort of ailment that they have to go get testing done all the time. I'm getting like needles here and then like laying flat on a hospital bed. There could be like some sort of poster in the hospital here. And then the walls are all plain. That's what they manifested. That's what's coming in for them. Okay, because they had somebody else's ships come in for them. These people were patiently waiting for you to become a patient so that they could have your ships come in for them. Someone's also at a distance, really panicked. They're in their emotions, arguing. There's also like a competition to be somebody's like King of Cups. Like a lover. These people are fighting to be someone's lover. But they only want to like you to not have something. You not to be single and have something. Your wishes come true. These people chose to siphon your energy. They chose to manipulate what was supposed to be a gift from the divine, the way that you love. Okay, they manipulated it so that you look like you make choices in life because you don't love yourself, or because you're not nurturing, or because you don't love, you have no empathy. Okay. But all of these choices that they did to have me look like this or you look like this shows how much empathy that they lack, how uncreative they are. Okay, by taking what was supposed to be a great thing and tormenting it and manipulating it down a path it wasn't meant to go down, okay, until it's all drained out. It has no hope left. It has no worth left. But that was the point. To ignore, to decline, to reject, so that they weren't left out of these finances. But now the tables have turned. Okay? You neglected this person. You left them for dead. You actually set them up for that. Yes, death in the reverse. Enlightenment. Enlightened on a poisoning. That didn't work. You failed to transform. And people are enlightened on why you were trying to get someone hung. And this is not the end of this enlightenment, okay? It has yet to even begin. Like, this won't be stalled any longer. It's also too, like, somebody who, like, was hanging, okay, it's a dead person, okay, they're passed on. They were poisoned, okay? It's a death to do with this situation. I don't know who that is, though. They were hung, they hung themselves, but they didn't hang themselves. They defamed your character, the star in reverse, in order to have you burdened, depressed. Okay, they slandered you so that people wouldn't want you to have a transformation. Okay, people wouldn't care that they were trying to kill you. Yeah, because they had strength in numbers. They had strength in numbers. They had this popularity. They had this entire community, or in my case, communities. Okay? They were being recognized as resilient, but it was an entire lie. They were like stealing your limelight. But this will be recognized. Somebody will get their recognition for how resilient they are. Okay? And these other people will look like they're frauds, right? Like they defamed someone's character, like they created something so messed up for someone who's very innocent, for somebody who's very patient, who's very kind-hearted. Like these people too, they're gonna see like how much you were able to just tame yourself, right? It's like I was gonna say temperance, but it just left my brain. Somebody has to walk away from like transferring funds. Something's being brought to balance. And now they're juggling finances, or will be about to be. Will be about to be. Somebody could have been transferring funds overseas and they have to walk away from that. They could have like got alerted that they have to walk away from that. Or they could be saying like, I can't be a part of this anymore. Which has this person like juggling what to do. They see you walking away from anyone they could send into, and they want to continue to be able to transfer or manipulate this energy onto you, but you're walking away. They're upset about that. You're finding your strength. This is like a win in court. Someone's getting a win in court. Also, there's something significant about like a whorehouse or like an establishment to do with like sex work. Somebody connected with people, okay, only to like fraud them out and then give them something. They gave them like some sort of disease here. Somebody got some sort of disease and they've been spreading it around with all these connections. They've been spreading it around. Yeah, giving it to people. That's like transactional. That's like sex. Infecting people. Like they're emotionally detached to want to connect with this many people when they know that they have something here. When they're positive, they have something. And then they would go and fraud these people out on top of that. This person's desperate to have you be desperate to connect to somebody so that they can have this judgment that they put upon you, saying that you had this, that you had give them this, okay, or you have given this connection, who's this connection, and then gave it to you, whatever, right? They're trying to cast judgment upon you as if you were the one to give them this, and it's just not true. You're healthy, and you're calling it out as it is. It's very accurate. So now these people are very desperate. That's why they're so upset that you cut everybody off. They were so desperate to have you look like you had given them this, okay? Like you were positive, and you're not. You're calling it out. You're not desperate, and actually, in fact, they are to call judgment upon you. Yeah, see this person leading people down the wrong path. This community watching, studying, to have someone be directed down the wrong path, or they're watching and then they're like explaining how this person is a hypocrite or this person is dark or whatever they're saying, right? But it's just not true. This is what's true about them. Okay, they were watching and misguiding like an entire community to just watch you and be a hater. But it's like, who's the fucked up one here? Somebody who's a hypocrite, or somebody who's illegally voyeuring someone, okay? Knowing about human trafficking, knowing about this shit, and still watching it, and still misleading, and still going along with everybody else who's watching as well. Who's really fucked up here? I don't think that's a hard question to answer, okay? One thing's illegal, another is not. It's like, how dare you have any sort of judgment or any sort of opinion when you don't even know what this person's been through. Actually, you do because you've been watching it. But do you really? No. Does your opinion really matter? No. There's like people are talking. They're talking like this is false reports. A lot of them, because the night is like over like it's a long period of time. It's very slow, and this is in the reverse. So what they're bringing is false. Okay, it's inadmissible because it's a lie. And they're so fast to bring in these false reports. When I was dealing with CPS, they were holding my visitation over my head, okay? Not giving it to me because of this. They wanted information that I couldn't give them because it wasn't true. It wasn't true. Okay, so that was one time of false reports. There was another time I know of false reports is because the cops went to a shelter that I was supposed to get admitted into, okay? And as soon as they like walked out of there, they rejected me. They rejected me from every shelter, okay? And it was like 40 below outside. You have to tell them something pretty fucked up for them to deny me shelter in 40 below weather. False reports. Yeah, manipulation. Some fucking investigator, okay, on a power trip. This will be balanced out though. Like you did this to an earth angel. Like my spiritual team is so powerful. You can manipulate something, okay? You can poison me and it'll get balanced out. How I saw it in my mind's eye was it's like a transfusion, but it's very like it's kind of very mystical and like angelic. It's so wild. But I'm not gonna talk about that too much. Yeah, you're over the grieving process of all these people gathering, grouping together to sabotage. You're over the grieving process of this occultish behavior to destroy, to have people not want to work with you, to have you be missed out on work opportunities. These people would sabotage anything that I tried to go do. I'd have really good jobs, okay? I'd have to just bring my resume in and then a day later have that fall through. Like I've never had this many blockages and things just fall through in my entire life. Usually if I put my mind to something, it'll happen faster than what I expect because, well, it just happens like that. And now that it's not, okay, there's a big difference. And energetically, I feel it as well. They didn't want anyone to partner up with you. So they called you the Empress in reverse. Let's read the Empress in reverse out of the book. Somebody also put you in a false marriage. This wasn't the Empress, it's the Empress in reverse. This person could have had a kid with them too. And you're not the mom, but they said you were. I don't know if that's for me, but it's for somebody. And then also somebody's mom feels like that their relationship isn't there. It's kind of toxic, emotionally unstable in their relationship, so they